Throughout this course, we've taught our dogs how to touch something with their paw and with their nose. Here's one more touch body part to object exercise to work on, and that is touch whole body to a spot. Today we're going to use a yoga mat. So we want a clicker and some treats to work with today. Start by placing some treats onto a mat and letting your dog eat them off. You don't need to clicker anything yet. All we're doing here is building positive associations of being on the mat. And then toss a treat off the mat. When your dog is going to go get that treat, place more treats onto the mat and then repeat that a few times. Make sure the mat is in between where you are and where you're tossing the treat for your dog to go get it. Also make sure to toss the treat in the same spot every time so your dog doesn't have to spend a lot of time looking for it. Now, when you're tossing the treat off of the mat, as your dog is coming back to it, you want to mark or click at the moment that he gets even one paw onto the mat, and then follow it up with a treat. Then you're going to toss that treat again to reset the behavior and get him moving back to the mat again. Okay, so now you've built the rhythm of your dog coming back to the mat after going and getting the treat that you tossed. So you don't have to add the treat onto the mat. You can just wait for them to walk back over to the mat on their own, and again, mark and reward immediately when they get onto the mat. When your dog is reliably putting one paw onto the mat, you can start raising your criteria to 2 paws, 3 paws, and then 4 paws. Once he's reliably going to the spot, now you can start adding a cue for a down or a sit when they get there. Instead of clicking or using your marker word when they get to the spot, you're going to cue a sit or a down and then click and reward. Within a few times, your dog will very likely go to the spot and start laying down on their own without you even asking for it. Next step is to start practicing this behavior in a bunch of different places. So you can start all around the house in different rooms, start in the backyard, in the front yard, and eventually you can maybe even take the mat to an outdoor restaurant and have your dog lay down peacefully next to you while you eat your meal.